Hello my lovely people. Now in today's video I'm gonna try to help you, give you some tips on how to get started on YouTube, how I did it basically. Well, I mean, I'm nowhere to talk, but I only have 15 subscribers, but eventually I will have more. And the fact that I have 15 subscribers and about 4,000 impressions in a week, that means that I probably have been doing something right. And I'm getting views. I have almost 500 views, something like that. So yeah, that definitely means that there's something right going on here. Now, in this video, I'm gonna try to help you do the same as I did so that you will avoid those what I call minor mistakes. Well, they're not really minor mistakes. They're huge mistakes. But the fact that they get overlooked so often is because people just simply don't notice them. They don't know what they should do. Now, I'm gonna give you a couple of steps of how to get started, and after you get started, what the things you're supposed to pay attention to and what not, to be able to let's say get to or reach a wider audience on YouTube. Of course, you want to be in the suggestion, you want to be in the home, you want to be in the browser feature, you want to do all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm here to help you with all of that, and hopefully this video will be able to help you. Now, step number one is know what you're doing. So what that means is that you just started your channel, you're excited, you have this idea in your mind, oh, I'm gonna start my channel, I'm just gonna suddenly become a millionaire like I always wanted to be. No. Your videos are probably not gonna go viral. For the first couple of days, you will probably just see no views over and over again. Now, this is actually very discouraging because a lot of people get they lose their motivation. You know, they started out, they want to influence people, they want to reach people, they want to do all the type of stuff, but that's impossible because, or at the very least, they think it's impossible because they see that their videos are not getting views. They still have no subscribers, or only their parents or a friend or a brother or something like that, or a sibling, obviously, and they're like, oh, why my videos not reaching a lot of people? Now, let's put all of that to the side, all of what I just said. The important thing is that you need to know where you're going. So, for example, my channel is what I call an all random channel. Of course, that's not the obvious direction of it, because most of my content are gaming videos, and that's exactly what I want to do. The direction that I'm going into is gaming videos. Now, of course, as you guys have seen, if you've seen, I have a reaction playlist as well. Now, I don't do a lot of reaction videos, but I will do definitely in the future. Now, here's the thing. My gaming videos, what I do is that I play short games, things that I can basically finish in a couple of episodes, because, you know, when you're just starting off, you don't want games that take like 15 to 20 episodes or something like that. You're not that big. People are not going to follow you. They're not going to be that interested in following those type of videos that you're making. Well, of course, they will be interested in single videos, meaning a video that is about something, not just about it. But what I mean is that you're not as relevant as for people to just simply follow your series like that. They won't. They probably will see one of them, and in my analytics, sometimes I see that some of my videos have only been watched for 17 seconds, and they have like 60 views, something like that, which shows that people aren't really that interested in what I'm doing yet, at the very least. So you need to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. You need to know why you're there. You need to know what is the purpose of your channel, obviously. Now, the second point that I want to make are thumbnails and titles. Now, what that means is that, of course, I'm not telling you, oh, go and install Adobe Photoshop Pro or something like that and pay the 30 euros a month or something, or that type of stuff. I'm telling you, just don't have the default thumbnail of a video, because YouTube just simply takes like a frame from the midsection of your videos, and it simply becomes the thumbnail. Now, that is actually very discouraging for everyone. Imagine you yourself were just browsing somewhere on YouTube, and then you're like, oh, look at this video. It barely has any title. It just has, for example, playthrough part 1 or something like that. It doesn't have even the title of the game or anything that would indicate what's in the video. And then there's just like a random, out of context snapshot of a frame from the middle of your video. Now that is actually very uninteresting. You don't have to be any professional in doing thumbnails, not any yet. What you have to do is just make something that just indicates what's in the video, and the fact that you're putting effort into the thumbnail and into your videos will definitely be appreciated. I mean, my thumbnails aren't really that good, but they're interesting, and that's a very good point. That's very important. So my third point here is hashtags, and let me add something to that: description. So hashtags and description. So what that means is that so YouTube, people sometimes forget, YouTube is like a search engine. That's what people usually do. They're like, oh, how do I trim my beard? How do I install something like that? How do I anything? It's a search engine, so people need to sometimes answer some questions, you know. And to do that, for example, let's say that a kid has searched on YouTube YouTube gaming video, something like that. You need to have in your description or in your title a hashtag or any word, any keyword that matches whatever it is that this general search is looking for, so that your channel will be suggested, people will see your channel, and eventually people are gonna see your videos and gonna pay attention to you, because you have to be making quality content. Now, speaking of quality content, that's the next point: quality content. Now, let's say that you have made a couple of videos. Let's say that you put in a lot of effort into them, but let's say they don't look good. You know, I'm not saying go buy some 4K camera or something like that, and buy the new Lenovo Omen laptop that has some i9 processor or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. You can do this basically even on your phone, just like what I'm doing. So the trick here is to just simply make your videos as interesting as possible. So what that means, I'm gonna keep this short as well, is that during the video, let's say that you don't have time to edit the videos as much as you'd like me, for example, or you don't know how to edit the videos yet because you haven't learned how to do all of that type of stuff. During the video, just keep your commentary, if you're doing commentary, interesting, and that's just basically it. So getting to the next point, since speaking of commentary again, commentary and let's say facecam. Now, people really don't like those videos in which they can't hear you or see you. Let's say there are a lot of YouTubers, a lot of big YouTubers like Gray Still Plays or something like that. They don't have face cams, but they have commentary, and they make their commentary as interesting as possible, because that's the only part of the YouTuber that is visible or audible in the video. Now for me, I have my face cam along with my voice. Obviously, I have it in the top right corner because that's very important, because I do gaming videos, and to be able to do gaming videos without the watcher losing their interest or actually trying to get out of my channel tab as quickly as they got in, they have to see me, they have to be able to react to me kinda, and they have to I have to keep them interested in what I'm saying and in my commentary on the game or whatever video I'm trying to do. Now, that gets me to my almost final point, because I still have a couple of points. Reactions. You need to be able to react with your audience, meaning at the end of every video and possibly in the beginning of the video, ask people what they want to see, ask people what they want you to do, and ask them to leave you a like. Of course, you're not begging for likes, you're not begging off the street for likes or something like that, but what you're doing is that you're getting them to engage with your videos. Well, first of all, that will help your videos be recommended more. That's one thing. But second of all, which is the most important thing, your audience are gonna feel like they're more important to you. Of course, they're really important to you, because without them, you're practically nothing. But they would feel like what they say is important. And when they see that you will basically make the videos that they requested, that will actually get them really, really excited. And that's exactly what you want. That's exactly what you need. You need the audience to be invested emotionally into your channel, into your videos. And that is actually a very important point. I can't stress this enough. Now, you need to, this is my final point. So you need to understand the analytics. So what analytics mean? You need to understand where your views are coming from and what your most popular videos are, because the analytics tab, and especially when you go into into the details under your analytics tab, it shows you exactly what works for your channel and what doesn't work, and that is also very important. So you need to be able to understand that some videos just don't work. People are simply not as interested in some videos as others on your channel, because they could be famous on another channel, but that other channel is probably already big or famous, something like that. You're just starting out, you know. And so this is very important. Now, to get to the equipment, so you don't really need a lot of stuff. You don't need the studio. You don't really need many really advanced or expensive things to start off your channel or something like that. You don't need that at all. You can start with whatever you have. Trust me, whatever you have, you can start that, because every laptop can record screen, and you have cameras. I mean, all of us have basically really good cameras just sitting there in our pockets. We barely don't use them, and I'm using my phone right now. I have an iPhone, and iPhones have one of the best cameras around. This is a 60 hertz 4K video that I'm shooting at this point, and it's sitting there in my pocket. Now this can actually make professional videos, you know. So don't get discouraged by the fact that you don't have equipment, because you do. You're just not using it right. And make sure to go over all of your resources so that you would know what you have and what you don't have. You would know your limitations or not. And so yeah, I hope that this video has helped all of you. I hope this video has been able to highlight some of the things that you might have missed, because those are also a lot of those things are very important. So yeah, leave a like down below and leave a comment telling me if I missed something. If you think that something is important, if you have questions, something like that, I will be more than happy to answer all of those. Obviously, I'm not a big YouTuber yet, but I might get there eventually at some point. I hope so. So yeah. By that, this video has been concluded, and so, peace, my lovely people.